Once again, it's me, the KNG. I am coming to you to discuss the tragedy that has befallen the community. A good friend, soothsayer, mentor, what have you, uh, leader of the revolution or of the manosphere. Kevin Samuels is dead. He has passed due to a heart attack. And today we will talk. We will talk about him and his legacy, what he has left behind, but also we'll talk of the conspiracy of what is Project um, COINTELPRO. Kill the leader. So let's start first with his legacy. His legacy is now going to be remembered for his talks on women's and men's relationship, where uh, making the expectations of black women, especially, more realistic when it comes to relationships and who they would want to marry. So, this was indeed a great um, legacy because in this day and time, there are no nucleus families where we have, well, there's a limited amount. I'm not going to say no, but there's a limited amount that we should have more of and reap the benefits of having this nuclear family. So, um, his approach was that, yeah, men aren't amazing, women aren't amazing either. So everybody is having to settle. Um, but men understand that they have to settle, but women don't have to settle or don't understand the reason for settling and why settling isn't that bad, basically, because um, you're average at best, right? So his famous line made it claim to fame, went viral, and for the last year and a half, he's been doing his thuck thizzle to spread the good word, have the conversation about what it is women are looking for and how realistic it is. So, that is kind of a nutshell of his legacy. Obviously, he didn't start that way. He started with trying to help men with fashion, sense, confidence, and even arrogance. But definitely wanted to make sure that men were being their best self, were showcasing their high caliber uh, persona, and in order to grab and get the ladies. Now, he went from men to women, but ultimately wanting to help his community, help his people, right? I'm not saying that he was exclusive to doing that, but it was, high up on the list, on the totem pole, maybe two, as far as get money, help niggas. Fuck bitches. Anyway, he was a single man. I mean, he could do what he wanted. Obviously, he just came into millions of dollars and notoriety. It's probably been thrown at him. Now, let's talk about that conspiracy. Let's dive into it deep. What is Project COINTELPRO? COINTELPRO is a project that was started by um, Henry Kissinger, I want to say, of the FBI or the CIA or one of those some bitches, and went over. I said Kissinger. It might have been like, fuck. Google it. Google COINTELPRO. This is Googleable. I'm slipping in my memory right now. Hey Google, What is COINTELPRO? Let's see if it gets it.
According to Wikipedia,
All right.
COINTELPRO is a series of covert and illegal projects conducted by the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation
Okay.
aimed at surveilling,
All right.
infiltrating, discrediting, and disrupting domestic American political organizations.
All right. So COINTELPRO was FBI ran for infiltrating and disrupting political organizations, i.e., the Black Panthers, and also civil rights movement, and so on and so on. Right. So, um, what does that have to do with Kevin Samuels? Let me explain, motherfucker. COINTELPRO was a disruptor. How to disrupt a movement is to take out the leaders. There was always been a target on black leaders because they were looked as galvanizing people, being a messiah, as you just recently known. A movie came out, Judas and the Black Messiah, about the Black Panthers and the infiltration of the FBI through COINTELPRO for the assassinations of some of the leaders there. So now we're back. Was Kevin Samuel a leader? Was he galvanizing people? Love him or hate him, you were talking about him, right? And it's very strange that somebody who was in the martial arts, who was athletic and um, ate on a certain regiment, would have a heart attack out of the blue. No issues prior. I don't know. He didn't really mention any, but I mean, he was jet setting all through up and down. So obviously, he felt like his best self. Um, so he died of a heart attack. 55 years old. Um, they said apparently apparent heart attack is what I read, and I said, whoa. All right. So did he have a target on his back because he was just a YouTuber, but he became an influencer, which became a leader in the community in which was being galvanized. Now, was the galvanization just black men? No, mostly it was black women. And that, my good friends, will really get you the fuck up out of there quick, because galvanizing black women in the community is the most beneficial thing that we can do. Men have camaraderie. We go to here and there. We play basketball. We get our haircuts. Blah 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 blah. Women, on the other hand, have um, a lot more emotions and a lot more tongue in cheek, a lot more hidden hand, a lot more catty chatty, whatever, right? So it's quick where a unconscious remark may be seen as an insult, which may ruffle the feathers of someone else and blah blah blah. Now they don't talk no more. Now people are bickering, and now two niggas gotta die because of it. But anyway, I digress. And he was bringing women together, having a conversation, and also starting a movement of that conversation of bringing black women and black men together, bringing the community together, and building foundation in which we could assimilate as well as unite um, for the greater good and build a legacy of cooperation. You know what I mean? And that's truly what our community needs is cooperation. I mean, we've had millionaires now, you know, hundreds of millionaires every year, but we don't have any cooperation in the neighborhood. So I don't want to keep this thing long, but I just got to say a few more things. YouTubers, YouTubers that have that million following and is doing something constructive, especially for black people, they are being targeted by COINTELPRO because it's still going. Now, um, Moses McCormick, laoshu50500, he was uh, suspiciously, you know, passed away slash conspiracy theories say that he was murdered by a woman who was indeed an FBI translator. His story is that he was a polygon and he spoke damn near 50 languages, and he was able to showcase that black people can speak other languages and um, erase um, these propagandist ideas of buffoonery, stupidity that has circled the globe. So he was able to speak to people in their language and spark up a conversation that then, allowed them to say, wow, I didn't expect someone like you to be able to speak my home language. It is very surprising, and my misconceptions, my notions of the past are now gone, right? And he was murdered, supposedly, right? Of some kind of heart complication as well. Very suspicious. So now you have people that are changing the paradigm, changing um, the way they want us to behave and be seen. If that changes, if somebody is changing that, then they're a target. So if you're saying, all right, we want um, single parents, we want to be able to influence children because of those single parents and be able to uh, place in thoughts and ideas that are going to be beneficial to us or detrimental to you. And then if you go against that, then you are our enemy, our opponent, our ops, right? So Kevin Samuels did go against that, saying that hey, if we pull together, if we have a family, or if you can get with a man and build together, then that building could be a house and a neighborhood of like-minded people to build a community, to then build a city or a town to city to state to country to, you know what I mean? So having that foundation and going, and likewise with laoshu50500, he was showing that you're able to speak other languages. You're not held to um, this one language, this one country. You are able to explore and be a part of the global world because it is available to you, and there is no limitation on what you can do. Two of these people reaching millions of followers and coming to their timely demise as black men, changing stereotypes. So I'm going to wrap that up here. Let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts at all, I don't know what goes in your head. What's the process on the processor, right? Bars. Comment, subscribe, share, and let's make me the next target. Huh? Huh?